Sawasdee krab. Thank you for joining us for the evening edition of NBT World Brief right here on NBT and NBT World. You're with me, Nat Nakavisut. In our first story, the Prime Minister is wishing the public a safe and joyful SONGKRAN, assuring sufficient fuel supplies while urging caution on the roads. Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul has extended SONGKRAN greetings to the public, encouraging people to celebrate responsibly and travel safely during the Thai New Year. Speaking after the first cabinet meeting, he urged motorists to follow road safety rules, especially avoid drunk driving, while asking the public to enjoy water festivities without causing trouble to others. The Prime Minister has assured the public that fuel supplies will remain sufficient throughout the holiday period and into late May, though authorities will continue to closely monitor the situation in the Middle East and build up reserves.
ความสนุกสนานของขอให้เต็มที่นะครับอาบน้ำเล่นน้ำตามประเพณีนะครับแต่ก็อย่าให้ใครเดือดร้อนแล้วก็อารมณ์เย็นๆกันไว้นะครับแล้วก็ดื่มสุราต้องไม่ขับรถยานเลยทั้งมอเตอร์ไซค์ทั้งจักรยานทั้งรถยนต์นะครับขอให้ยึดมั่นตรงนี้ไว้เนี่ยความปลอดภัยมันก็จะเกิดขึ้นในเรื่องของการหาน้ำมันดิบหาสิ่งที่จำเป็นที่จะต้องนำเข้ามาใช้ในประเทศเพื่อให้ทุกอย่างได้ดำเนินไปได้อย่างต่อเนื่องแล้วก็เรียบร้อยเนี่ยเราก็ดำเนินการท่านรัฐมนตรีเกษตรท่านรัฐมนตรีสุริยะจึงรุ่งเรืองกิจท่านก็จะใช้เวลาช่วงสงกรานต์เนี่ยเดินทางไปเจรจาเรื่องปุ๋ยเรื่องน้ำมันนะครับในต่างประเทศซึ่งเราก็ไม่มีใครอยู่นิ่งแล้วก็เราก็ต้องหาทางเลือกให้กับประเทศของเรา
Following the meeting, the Prime Minister visited Krungthep Aphiwat Central Terminal to inspect travel readiness. He paid respects to a Buddha image for good fortune before greeting passengers, handing out waterproof phone pouches and listening to public concerns. The Prime Minister added that he plans to travel to Buriram during the holiday, stopping along the way to inspect checkpoints and service facilities, while reiterating that fuel supplies remain adequate for SONGKRAN travel. The Royal Thai Police has launched a nationwide command center to manage traffic, enforce laws and prevent accidents and crime during the SONGKRAN holiday. National Police Chief Kitrat Panpet has officially opened the SONGKRAN Road Safety Operations Center for 2026, integrating police efforts across the country during the long holiday period. The center will act as a central hub to monitor traffic and accidents in real time, coordinate responses and manage both main and secondary routes, including key bottlenecks to ease congestion and reduce road casualties. Under the 7 Dangerous Days campaign, officials are focusing on improving road conditions, installing lighting and clearer signage, and intensifying drunk driving checkpoints with transparent enforcement. Police officers have also been instructed to step up safety measures, particularly in water play zones, while also preventing crime in high-risk areas such as gold shops, convenience stores, and crowded communities. The police chief also urged officers nationwide to carry out their duties carefully and prioritize public safety, aiming to ensure a safe and orderly SONGKRAN festival for all. Thailand's cabinet has approved a wide-ranging relief package to cushion households, farmers and business from rising oil prices and economic risks linked to the Middle East tensions. Following the cabinet meeting, key economic ministers outlined measures aimed at easing cost pressures and preventing a broader slowdown. Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Nititan Prapad said the package targets multiple sectors, starting with vulnerable groups for whom monthly support under the state welfare card will be increased from 300 to 400 baht per 1 month. For the general public, the government is promoting a transition to clean energy, offering soft loans of up to 2 million baht per person under a 5-year program. In the agricultural sector, a 30 billion baht loan scheme will help reduce production costs, with the government covering half the interest burden for eligible farmers. Businesses will also receive support. Procurement rules are being relaxed for state contractors, while SMEs can access low-interest loans under major programs worth up to 100 billion baht, alongside green productivity loans and export insurance to manage rising geopolitical risks. For the transport sector, assistance will be provided to cover nearly 300,000 registered freight vehicles, along with support for public transport drivers, taxis, and motorcycle services. Meanwhile, Commerce Minister Supaji Suthampan said the government is partnering with over 300 businesses nationwide to cut consumer goods prices by up to 58%, expand discount programs, and deploy thousands of mobile shops to reach rural areas. Additional measures include nationwide agricultural markets and increased subsidies for fertilizers to help farmers manage rising costs. These measures aim to provide immediate relief while strengthening economic resilience amid ongoing global uncertainty. Thailand has yet to accept Cambodia's invitation for upcoming border talks, citing the need to complete internal processes first. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Sihasak Phuongketkaew says Thailand has not yet confirmed participation in the Joint Boundary Commission or JBC meeting proposed by Cambodia from April 17th to 25th. He explained that Thailand must first complete internal procedures, including appointing and adjusting the composition of its JBC panel before deciding on attending the talks. However, he noted there may be an opportunity to discuss the issue with Cambodia's foreign minister on the sidelines of the upcoming ASEAN summit in early May. On leadership of the Thai delegation, he said he would not serve as chair, as the JBC focuses on technical matters. Instead, representatives will be experts in international law and boundary affairs, along with officials from relevant agencies.
เขาก็เร่งได้ครับแต่เรามีกระบวนการภายในของเราต้องพร้อมก่อนเขาทราบครับแล้วก็ผมอาจจะมีโอกาสเจอรัฐมนตรีต่างประเทศของกัมพูชาตอนไปประชุมซัมมิตนะครับประชุมสุดยอดของอาเซียนช่วงอาทิตย์แรกของพฤษภานะครับก็คงคุยกันนะครับ
Regarding the possible cancellation of the 2003 Memorandum of Understanding, also known as MOU 43, he said the matter will first be submitted to the National Security Council before reaching the cabinet. He stressed that any decision must be handled carefully and should be based on mutual agreement between both countries. Turning to tensions in the Middle East, U.S. and Iranian delegations have arrived in Pakistan for ceasefire talks this weekend, with the current 2-week truce seen as increasingly fragile. A U.S. delegation led by Vice President J.D. Vance has arrived in Islamabad for negotiations with Iran, in talks seen as a potential turning point in the region. The U.S. team includes Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, while more than 70 Iranian representatives led by Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf arrived earlier. Pakistan is acting as mediator, with Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif acknowledging the difficulty of the talks, citing a clear lack of trust between the two sides and deep disagreements on key issues. These include Iran's nuclear program, the status of the Strait of Hormuz, and whether any ceasefire would extend to Lebanon. Analysts said the outcome could significantly shape the trajectory of the Middle East conflict. Speaking on arrival, Galibov said Iran's negotiators have good intentions but do not trust the United States, pointing to past negotiations that ended in failure or violations. Vice President Vance said Washington is willing to extend an open hand if Iran acts in good faith, but warned it would not tolerate what he described as political games. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump said the U.S. would ensure freedom of navigation through the Strait of Hormuz with or without Iran's cooperation, and warned of military action if talks collapse, adding further pressure to already fragile negotiations. And that wraps up this edition of NBT World Brief. Stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. For more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, สวัสดีครับ